Hello guys, what is up? It's your boy Spooky Noodles. I am back with another video. Today we're doing book mail. I have two books for you. I have two books for you guys to see, and I'm going to show them off now. So they're both by Judith Sonnet, and the first one is Jump Scare. Boom! Let me read back. A group of children decide to go exploring at the end of a long, sweaty summer. They venture into the woods. They find themselves walking into an old abandoned house. A house they have been warned to stay clear of. Now, years later, they are adults, and they are still being haunted by the force inside that house. This book comes in at approximately, or not even approximately, it comes in at 88 pages. So, very short one. Can't wait to read it. Next is Earth vs. the Nudist Camp Freaks. So I saw Eric, I think that's his name, cheap reviews or whatever it's called. I saw him do a review on this, and I was already in love with Judith Sonnet's writing, so I went out and bought this, and let me read the back for you guys. He said really good things about it, so that's why I bought it. Something has landed in the California desert. Something alien. The sheriff, Chet Conover, a corpse found on the roadside, is the start of an otherworldly terror. A horror that has infected the residents of a local nudist camp, transforming them into mutated, brainless weapons. Now, it's man vs. Martian in this throwback to the corny side of 1950s B horror. Up next in tonight's triple feature from Sonnet Production, Earth vs. the Lava Spiders, Earth vs. the Star Mummy. Dun dun dun! And that is all I have for you guys today. Just two books. Yeah. So, if I'm being honest with you, which one I think is going to be better is going to be the Earth vs. the Nudist Camp Freaks. But Jump Scare sounds good too. I'm currently reading No One Rides Free by Judith Sonnet, and I'm enjoying it. And I've already read two other books, Bloodsuck, which was great, and Summer Never Ends, which is probably I think it is indeed my second favorite book of all time. So, yeah. But yeah, 5-star reads all around with Judith Sonnet, so I thought I'd go and give her more shots, because she hasn't failed me yet. So, excuse me. Yeah. Well, that's all I have to say. I'm waiting for a pizza to arrive, so. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a spooky night, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out. So, I ended the video, then I got another book. So, I thought I'd throw it in at the very end because the video is very short. So, yeah. So, you've already seen the outro. I apologize. You know, we'll say it again, I guess. Or maybe we'll just say bye-bye. But anyways, we have more book mail, and I can't wait to show you it. So, this book is by Faith Sullivan, who I believe is female. A female writer. And it is, I believe it's Women in Horror Month. Or maybe it's just Women Month. I don't really know. I know we had a whole Women's Day the other day, like a few weeks ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago. So, and I wore my Mary Shelley shirt accidentally on that day, which is pretty cool. Hold on one second. I gotta yell at my dogs. Lula! Lou! Lou! I just thought about how ironic this is that I'm about to show off this book while I'm watching my dogs. Because the title of this book is called Watchdog by Faith Sullivan. Now, it has this little thing, or not thing, it has this little blurb from the Los Angeles Times. It says, "Till death do us part. Her husband had promised, but then he refused to keep his vow." Chilling Los Angeles Times. And it's a novel of occult horror by Faith Sullivan. Let me turn over to the back and read a little bit of what this book is about. But also, it says another two blurbs here. Scary Chilling by Kirkus Reviews. A lightning fast suspense by Publishers Weekly. So, let me read to you the blurb, or I said blurb too many times, now I'm saying blurb instead of synopsis. All right, let's read the synopsis. Now this first name, I'm gonna jack up because I always say it one way and it's the other way. So I'm gonna try to flip him and say it the right way, but I'm probably still gonna say it the wrong way. It's spelled Louise, so I'm gonna say Louis. Louis Andrews lay in bed dreaming that her husband, maybe it's Louise. Louise Andrews lay in bed dreaming that her husband was nestled warmly against her in the dark. She turned to caress him. Oh, excuse me. But her hand touched hair, fangs, claws. Jack Andrews was dead. Since he was no longer there to protect his wife from other men, or from the tiny steps of freedom she was beginning to enjoy, Jack had bequeathed. Man, I'm burping like crazy. Man, I just took a sip of Sprite and that's it. Jack had bequeathed her his loyal dog. And it was through the seemingly innocent legacy that Louise learned that the true power of Jack's passionate love and his obsessive jealousy that could transform a family pet into a force of nightmare vengeance. So I got this book because, well, first of all, it's about a dog going on a probably killing spree, I imagine. And I really want to read this book. Now, I did overpay for this book now that I'm looking at it. I mean, it's a great condition, you know, but it looks like they got it for $2. And I paid like 10. So, might have got ripped off there, but it's probably worth it. Faith Sullivan, I never heard of her, but I bet they're really good. There's 234 pages in this book, so it's slimmer than the old paperbacks you see often. You know, like the Richard Laymans are like this big, you know. So, you know. But I'm looking really forward to reading Faith Sullivan. This one looks very good. They have this little snippet from the book on the front page, and I'll read it real quick. And everywhere that Louise went, Jack's dog was sure to go. What was wrong with her? 2 months since Jack had been killed, and already she was excited by another man. How could that be? How could that be? She'd been insane about Jack, never looked at anyone else when he was alive. What kind of woman was she? Suddenly, she heard the dog's nails click across the kitchen floor. He appeared in the doorway, pursuing her as if he could read her mind. What am I going to do with you? Louise scolded. If you attack anyone again, we'll have to get rid of you. The dog raised his head and looked at her with an expression of infinite sadness, whined a long, tortured whine, and padded away. Hours later, the house was quiet again, and Louise climbed the stairs. I'm sure I'm saying that name wrong. Climbed the stairs to her own room. There, on Jack's side of the bed, his head on the pillow, was the dog. He was awake and waiting for her. Watchdog. Dude, just giving me chills. I'm excited to read this book eventually. And I haven't really been excited for a lot of books. Hold on one second. Once again, my dog's doing dog things, so I had to go and make sure they weren't going to bark and run through the door, because that's a problem lately. Also, my dogs have not been getting along. That's really strange to me, but you know what's awesome, though? I think I found out why, and I think I corrected it a little bit. So, I got to spell these words out for you guys, because if I say them out loud, they'll drive my dogs insane. So, but basically what happened was Lula kept getting in fights with James. Like they'd be playing, and all of a sudden it's like jaws. They're like on their back paws, the hind legs, and they're like getting at each other's faces, and it was scary. But I was like, man, what's going on with Lou? You know, she's not usually this temperamental. You know, she was being temperamental to everybody. She's just very moody all of a sudden. Then I realized it's been 3 weeks since I walked her. Oh, I meant W-A-L-K her. And so I grabbed it. Man, there's so many pauses in this video. I apologize. My dog is flipping out. There was this dog walking by with a stick, and she's just going crazy. I don't do the no. I stand over her. There's so much I'm trying to teach her. No. Lula, no. I'm so sorry, guys. Lou, no. She don't listen to me, guys. Lou. That's right. Listen to me. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. She's getting the chest scratches even though she don't deserve them. And James wants some pets too. I know you can't see them, but they're just off screen. Like James, there's James. And Lula's right here. They've been getting at each other's faces. Like, I don't know why. But what I think it is that I took Lou for a WALK, and she immediately cheered up. Like, it's almost night and day. Now, I know you guys have been listening to her bark a lot, and I will say that's a problem. But, honestly, she's been such a sweet girl to James and Miko. You know, Miko's my sister's dog. James used to be my sister's dog, but my mom adopted him. He's kind of become the family dog now. Anyways, I took Lou out, and of course James wanted to go out too, but I can't walk two dogs in super windy, cold weather, you know? It's just not for me. Not right now. Summertime, they're gonna be going every single day off. But when it's cold, and windy, it's one thing to be cold, but cold and windy, no. But I did it anyways for her because she's been moody, and lo and behold, it totally changed her perspective on things, and now she's nice again. Now, she does bark at dogs when they walk by, and sometimes humans too. But I'm slowly trying to correct that. It's hard trying to teach a dog her age. And now, any dog can learn new tricks, obviously. My 12-year-old dog, Einstein, before he passed away, learned how to catch treats. And, probably shouldn't have said that word out loud. But we would throw him kibble, and he'd catch it. And he never did that before, you know. We didn't even attempt it with him. Until one day we saw him wiggle his butt. He looked like he was ready. We tossed him in. And he totally just bonked him in the forehead. And he didn't know what to do about it. But the more he watched the other dogs do it, eventually he came up, wiggled his butt, and we tossed him a kibble, and he caught it. Now, it was really hard for him to catch because he has like a tiny snoot or a snout. Yeah, he learned. He had his own tricks, though. Like, he had the puppy dance, you know. If you haven't seen that video on my YouTube channel, it has like 10 views. But, you know, it's also in my Rest in Peace video for Einstein. So, yeah, go check it out. But, yeah, Lula, night and day difference. She's been such a better dog ever since the WALK. One WALK. And she's almost fixed, basically. Now, it's not fair not to take James, but honestly, I just don't have the energy, and it was cold and windy, so I was sinking in the mud, And when we were in the street, I was collecting salt on my shoes, and it was gross. And of course, Lula doesn't like walking in the road because there's all these like rocks and stuff. So she likes walking on the grass, which is good. But at the same time, you know, I'm sinking in the mud, so it's not a good time for a walk. But anyways, yep, that's been book mail. Sorry I went on a little tangent about my dogs. But I felt like, you know, this video was kind of short anyways, so, you know, lengthen it up by chatting about dogs. You know, never hurts. But this has been book mail. I also have the other books here. Earth vs. the Nudist Camp Freaks and Jump Scare. And then Watchdog. This has been a book mail video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you have a spooky night. Here's the outro again. Why not? Peace out.